How did we meet? Let's see. So back in high school in my senior year, both had a mutual friend. His name was Christian, and one day I was just like, man, let me see, go through your phone, like who's cute or whatever. So I'm hitting me up, and just boys being boys. And I saw Ashley, and she was one of his friends, like, oh yeah, that's one of my friends. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, give him my number, bro. And he was like, okay. And being I was just 17 at the time, I didn't think he was ever going to do it. But I got a text later that day, and it was from Ashley.
Yeah, I made the first move.
Granted, I didn't have her number. And we went out, and we had our first date, which I call a practice date, really.
Worst date in the world.
It was, pretty cliche. We went to Manchester movies to obviously see a movie, and we had just talked and texted the whole time before, so I didn't know if my friend was just like playing a real bad joke on me or not. And I saw her, I was like, oh, it is who she is, says she is, really beautiful. So that stunned me, and I was basically the quietest little mouse.
Yeah, so stunned. He didn't talk the whole time. It was like the most awkwardest moment, date ever. I don't even call it a date. It was like just weird. Like it was so quiet.
Yeah, but which leads to me being able to, like, she just totally left off, like, after we left the movies, like.
Yeah, I was so upset. I was like, this is the worst date ever. What the heck am I getting myself into? Never again, so.
And so I apologized later that night and saying, like, I was just really shy. So made it up and goes to our first real date. Yeah, that basically set the stone for the rest of the relationship. We went down to Christmas Tree Lane on one of the walk nights, and one thing I remember really well is she was really late.
Yeah, that's one thing about me. I'm always late, so found out early.
Right. But she brought me Starbucks to really, like, I'm late, but it's worth it here. I was like, all right, cool. So walked the whole night, was talking her ears off, basically. Showed her who I was, like being silly, sides that some people know, but she knows even better. And then at that same spot, fast forward, literally, yeah, just like 1 year later,
he ended up proposing to me. Yeah, right in front of the clock tower. So, and that one wasn't a walk night. It was actually a drive night. It was on Christmas Day, actually. And he told me, let's go to, Christmas Tree Lane before I have to leave back to Kansas. And I was like, oh, why on Christmas Day? Like, out of all days, it's ridiculous, but okay. And then I remember we walked, and yeah, he proposed to me in front of the clock tower, and of course I said yes, and here we are today.
Fast forward another 3 years,
3 years later,
being engaged, and then
we're here now.
Yeah.
I'm about to get married today, so yeah, that's our story of how we met and how he proposed.
One thing that makes us different, really, and I feel like it's built our trust and love for each other far more quickly and stronger than a lot of relationships. And 6 months into our relationship, from the start, I had told her I wanted to join the Army, just so that you know what you're basically getting into. And it was going to be tough. There was going to be some long nights and even harder days. But throughout basic training, which was just about 2.5 months, riding each other constantly, just trying to keep in touch. And I was always afraid of getting one of those letters of, it's too hard. It's better if we just, cut our losses. But amazingly, I never got one of those letters, and I was very, very happy that I didn't. Every time I got a letter from her, it was written in either pink or blue ink, and it was like real pretty. She sprayed her little perfume on it, so every time I'd get her letters, like I would really read them all the time until I got the next one. And I just having that moment with her, you know, being so far apart, but being so close at the same time. And then, you know, leads up to graduation day. She wasn't able to make it, but totally understood because she had school at the time. Fast forward, more training, more long nights, and there's a big 3-hour difference from California to Virginia. And then I go to Kansas for my first duty station, Fort Riley. And it was even harder. So yeah, we got to see each other probably
every like probably 4 to 5 months, like maybe for like a week.
Yeah, maybe.
If that, yeah. I would either fly over there or he'd come back home for a little bit. But yeah, it was really difficult, and really shaped us into who we are today as a couple. Like he said, made us a lot stronger. It was long nights, definitely. You know, there was tears along the way.
Yeah. Like there's periods where it was like 9 months between we saw each other. The last time I came back, it was almost a full year. So missed literally everything in between. Birthdays, holidays, other weddings.
Yeah, most definitely. It was really hard, especially when you have people saying like, is this really what you want, you know? And of course it sounds so easy to just give up, but you know, the reward's really worth it at the end, to know that he's home for good now and we'll be together. So we just want to thank everybody for coming out to the Noyola wedding and for being here today to share this beautiful day with us. It's definitely one for the books, and it's a memory we'll never forget. So many of you have traveled from so far, especially your family. They travel from Georgia just to be here with us on this special day. So definitely a big thank you on that, for being a part of this celebration.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So everybody who's hungry,
I sure as hell am.
Let's go eat.